John, if he didn't like last year, I don't think he's going to like this year. If he struggled last year at 5-12, my goodness, it may be even harder this year. We had talked extensively about all the guys that left the roster. There are now 18 that have vacated the Rams roster through trades, through free agency, etc. They do have Matthew Stafford back, but they have holes on the offensive line. Huge question about the running back Cam Akers. Can he play a 17-game schedule? He's never ever done that because he's had bunch of different injuries. It's a very different makeup of the wide receiver core. And they need help for Aaron Donald, the superstar defensive lineman, but they've lost everybody around him and they've run off other guys too. I just think they don't want me to say this, but the word is rebuild. And I think it's going to be really hard on Matthew Stafford. And I think it's going to be as nasty in LA as they rebuild as it was when he suffered all those years with the Detroit Lions. And then if that's not enough, I mean, that's the big picture of the roster. John, they play 3 of their first 4 on the road. That's hard. John, they open with at Seattle, home with San Francisco, at Cincinnati, right out of the gate.
Wow.
They play those guys to start, and then they play 3 at home. But at home, that's the Eagles come in, the Steelers come in, Dallas and Dak Prescott comes in. I don't think they survive. I think their season could be effectively over, John, on October 15th. And then, by the way, at the end of the season, back-to-back roadies in the cold weather in New York against the Giants. And then they renew that rivalry with those guys up north, the 49ers. So, we might be looking 5-12. Hell, we might be looking 4-13. I think this is going to be a fall from grace like nobody could have ever expected. They had all those draft picks. They signed 24 unsigned, undrafted free agents. They'd be wearing name tags in the huddle. I am. Who are you?
I mean, well, does Matthew Stafford survive this season? I mean, is he just going to get beaten to a pulp? I mean, they drafted a quarterback, right? I mean, do they have we think we're going to see the Rams of the future on display on the field this year?
If Stafford goes down with an injury, yeah. They think that a year's experience for young offensive line will be better, but that's a sales pitch from the public relations release. They got to prove it to me. There's no doubt that he's gifted. No doubt he's a tough guy. There's no doubt that he's a leader. But I just don't buy the makeup of the roster around the quarterback. I mean, think about this: they've gone from Super Bowl 2 years ago to 5-12.
Wow.
And my projection, my God, this could be 4-13 this season. That's not